lack of respect. This behavior can't happen. It can't happen. Look at that.
Other day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands.
Angel Reese had an incredible night on the stat sheet, 22 points and 15 rebounds. But the clipboard incident left everyone talking about her attitude instead of her game. What really led to this outburst? And why isn't the WNBA responding to what many are calling a major issue for the league's image? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. It happened late in the third quarter. The Chicago Sky were down by 8. The energy in the arena was heavy, and you could feel the tension between the players and the coaching staff. Angel Reese had just snagged her 13th rebound of the night, a moment that should have had people cheering her dominance on the glass. But instead, all eyes moved to the sidelines when, out of nowhere, Reese knocked the clipboard straight out of her coach's hand during the timeout.
Smacks it out of her hand. Smacks the clipboard out the assistant coach's hands.
Papers flew everywhere, and the bench fell dead silent. Her teammates froze. The assistant coaches exchanged quick, stunned glances, and the crowd gasped audibly. You could see her coach's face, completely stone-like at first, but with something unmistakably bubbling underneath. Fans watching the televised game didn't wait long to voice their thoughts. Within minutes, social media lit up with reactions. Comments ranged from unacceptable to immature behavior like this doesn't belong in professional sports. Analysts weighed in too. One called it a ridiculous display of entitlement, while another defended her emotions, saying she plays with fire, but this time it burned her team.
And I don't give a rat's how frustrated she is. The Chicago Sky should suspend her for this.
Surprisingly, though, the WNBA itself stayed completely silent. No statements, no tweets, nothing. That quiet from the league is adding fuel to the debate, with many asking, where's the accountability here? And what about the game itself? Some fans argue Reese's frustration was justified. There were at least 3 highly questionable foul calls that went against the Sky, one of which led directly to Reese's fiery argument with an official right before her clipboard moment.
But Angel Reese is supposed to be leading young women and being a great example to girls and kids all over the world.
Add to that the missed basket interference call earlier in the quarter, where one of the opposing players clearly touched the rim, and it's clear there was a buildup. Reese was delivering everywhere else with 22 points and 15 rebounds, but as her emotions boiled over, her performance took a backseat to her outburst. If this was a one-time incident, people might chalk it up to heat-of-the-moment frustration, but it wasn't. Reese has had moments in the past, rolling her eyes at teammates during huddles, brushing off coaches during games. This history is starting to affect how people see her, and it raises bigger questions about professionalism. Does this kind of behavior affect her team's unity, or even worse, the league's reputation?
Lack of respect. This behavior can't happen. It can't happen. Look at that.
Angel Reese has been one of the most visible faces in the WNBA, but despite her popularity and undeniable talent, she wasn't voted in as a WNBA All-Star starter this year. Here's the part that's surprising. Reese had one of the highest fan vote counts, ranking 5th among front-court players. Yet, when it came to votes from other players and media, she didn't even crack the top 10. It's hard to ignore the possibility that her off-court reputation and now moments like the clipboard incident are shaping how her peers and the media view her.
To me, this behavior that Angel Reese has been displaying is embarrassing to her, her team, but more importantly, the coach.
Fans may love her energy and star power, but within the league, she's earning a different kind of attention, and not all of it has been positive. A big chunk of that criticism lands on how Reese approaches the game and the people around her. While her numbers continue to prove she's a powerhouse, there's a growing perception that her focus seems locked on personal achievements rather than team success.
Slap a keyboard out of the coach's hand? They ought to give you 2 to 5 games for that.
Critics have gone as far as saying that Reese's talent is buried under layers of theatrics, ego, and a complete unwillingness to be coached. That's a bold accusation, but it hits on a very real problem. If Reese isn't willing to take guidance or adjust her approach, does she risk plateauing as a player? Worse, could that attitude seep into her team and impact their already shaky season? This brings up another layer of controversy. What does the WNBA actually value? Some say the league's silence after Reese's outburst shows it's more concerned with maintaining a flashy, marketable image than setting standards. It's about how the WNBA coddles this kind of behavior like it's part of the marketing package, one observer noted. Compare that to the NBA or NFL, where an incident like this would almost certainly come with penalties, fines, suspensions, full apologies.
Other day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands.
In the WNBA's case, this lack of immediate accountability sends a message, and not necessarily the right one. But here's why this matters even more. The WNBA isn't just about the players on the court right now. It's a blueprint for the next generation. Young athletes watch this league for inspiration, and the way leaders like Reese carry themselves becomes the example. Is the WNBA building a platform for growing the sport, or just a stage for personalities? This question won't go away anytime soon, especially if teams like the Chicago Sky struggle to unite while navigating behaviors that could disrupt their season.
Just like I stated, man, she's supposed to be a leader among young women across the world, and this ain't showing very much leadership.
The reality is, the league's response, or the absence of one, will tell everyone what the WNBA stands for at this critical moment. Angel Reese's clipboard moment wasn't just frustration spilling over. It's a signal the WNBA can't ignore. Fans argue whether her fire is crossing into unprofessionalism, but without action, the league risks looking like it's turning a blind eye. If stricter standards aren't enforced, does that open the door to more unchecked behavior? This goes beyond one player. It's about the league's identity and the message sent to young athletes. Passion is exciting, but where do you draw the line? So, what do you think? Should the WNBA step up with stronger accountability? Or is this just part of the game?